Welcome. Good afternoon, family and friends. We gather here today to celebrate the wedding of Clare Catherine Mayle and Michael David Reardon. On behalf of Clare and Michael, thank you for being here. They are delighted that all of us have come to share in their joy on this very special day. By our presence, we celebrate with them the love they have discovered in each other, and we support their decision to commit themselves to a lifelong relationship. They are blessed to share their wedding day with family and friends, and they wish to thank each of you for making the long journey here. Michael and Clare have invited us to Keystone, Colorado, because their love is connected to the mountains. Over the past 7.5 years, their memories in this beautiful place are ones of relaxation, adventure, and connectedness. Clare and Michael ask that we open our hearts and our minds to the majestic beauty of this place and to the love we are here to share through this ceremony. Marriage is the full expression of the love between two people. It exists so that they may help and comfort each other, living faithfully together in plenty and in want, in joy and in sorrow, in sickness and in health, throughout all their days. In marriage, they truly belong to each other and with affection and tenderness, freely give themselves to one another. Therefore, marriage must not be entered into carelessly or from selfish motives, but responsibly and thoughtfully. Today, Clare and Michael demonstrate their devotion to each other by dedicating themselves to a life together, and they show their respect for one another by setting forth to honor the vows they have made to one another. Today, their lives, which began on separate paths, will be joined as one. Perhaps you would like to be seated. The bride is very considerate. And the officiant a little deaf. Our first reading is an excerpt from Louis de Bernier's Captain Corelli's Mandolin. It will be read by Ken Richmond, whom I have been instructed to introduce as an Armenian cousin.
Thanks, Mary. Love is a temporary madness. It erupts like volcanoes and then it subsides. And when it subsides, you have to make a decision. You have to work out whether your roots have so entwined together that it is inconceivable that you should ever part, because this is what love is. Love is not breathlessness. It is not excitement. It is not the promulgation of promises of eternal passion. That's just being in love, which any fool can do. Love itself is what is left over when being in love has burned away. This is both an art and a fortunate accident. Those that truly love have roots that grow towards each other underground. When all the pretty blossoms have fallen from their branches, they find that they are one tree and not two.
Clare and Michael, do you, with family and friends as your witnesses, present yourselves willingly and of your own accord to be joined in marriage?
We do.
Will you promise to care for each other in the joys and sorrows of life, come what may, and to share the responsibility for growth and enrichment of your life together?
We will.
Will the parents of the bride and groom please stand? Clare and Michael wish to recognize their parents on this occasion. They offer their gratitude for all the love and care that their parents showed in raising them. Karen, David, Lori, and Rod, the unconditional gifts of love and support that you have offered have inspired them to become who they are today. Clare and Michael are grateful to have been blessed by your examples of loving marriages. Do you, Rod and Lori, David and Karen, give your blessing to Clare and Michael and promise to do everything in your power to uphold them in their marriage? Now I ask that all of you, friends and family gathered here today, please stand and that you acknowledge Clare and Michael as they acknowledge you. As family and friends gathered here today, you form a community of support that surrounds Clare and Michael. Each of you, by your presence here today, is being called upon to uphold them in loving each other. Always stand beside them, never between them. Offer them your love and your support, not your judgment. Listen to them. Encourage them when encouragement is needed, and give them advice when they ask for advice. In these ways, you can honor this marriage into which they have come to be joined today. Therefore, the appropriate response to the following question is a resounding "we do." Do you offer your love and support to strengthen their marriage and to bless this family created by their union? We do. The second reading, Blessing for a Marriage by James Dillard Freeman, will be read by dear family friend Eric Ponider. Please be seated.
May your marriage bring you all the exquisite excitement marriage should bring. And may life grant you also patience, tolerance, and understanding. May you always need one another, not so much to fill your emptiness, as to help you to know your fullness. A mountain needs a valley to be complete. The valley does not make the mountain less, but more. And the valley is more a valley because it is a mountain towering over it. So let it be with you and you. May you need one another, but not out of weakness. May you want one another, but not out of lack. May you entice one another, but not compel one another. May you embrace one another, but not out-encircle one another. May you succeed in all important ways with one another, and not fail in the little graces. May you look for things to praise, often say, "I love you," and take no notice of small faults. If you have quarrels that push you apart, may both of you hope to have good sense enough to take the first step back. May you enter into the mystery which is the awareness of one another's presence, no more physical than spiritual, warm and near when you are side by side, and warm and near when you are in separate rooms or even distant cities. May you have happiness, and may you find it making one another happy. May you have love, and may you find it loving one another.
I was very surprised when Clare and Michael asked that I do a homily today, and I promised them it would be under 25 minutes, and it's actually only a page, okay? So don't worry. Are you comfortable, folks? All right. Don't lock your knees. 21st century American culture portrays love in a pretty cheap, infantile, and two-dimensional manner. Negligees hitting the floor on primetime TV, ED commercials, and don't even get me started. Buy and buy such a product, and you'll be sexy, and you'll find true love, romance, and sex. Well, I'm here to say that love is not for giddy adolescents or for sissies. Love is for grown-ups who are courageous and willing to work. The lovely readings which Michael and Clare chose for today make clear their understanding of this. As we talked in preparation for this day, I told them marriage is impossible unless it is centered, anchored in something larger than yourselves. As a part of that conversation, each of them wrote a "Why I love her, why I love him" statement. They are wonderful statements about compassion and caring, about support, about sharing adventures, and goofy senses of humor. In today's service, which is their creation, we also hear about their love of the mountains, how their love has been formed and informed by the majesty and beauty of this place. The mountains show the foundation, the bones of our beautiful planet. They show us to be smaller than we think, and they call us to be greater. It's kind of like love. The early stuff of love, the easy stuff, the superficial stuff, is what pop culture talks about. The deeper stuff of love comes to words less glamorous and so much more important: tenderness, contentment, delight, tenacity. And deeper still are even tougher concepts: honor, duty, sacrifice, fidelity. This is what makes love truly sacred. In the marriage service in the Episcopal Church's Book of Common Prayer, the prayers include the following: May their life together be a sign of Christ's love to this sinful and broken world, that unity may overcome estrangement, forgiveness heal guilt, and joy conquer despair. And give them such fulfillment of their mutual affection that they may reach out in love and concern for others. Michael and Clare, your marriage is forever anchored, centered in the mountains, in love. In the love of generations of family, in the love of the friends whom you have gathered around you today. This love will make a difference in our world. Never, never doubt that. Lift up your eyes to the mountains, says Psalm 121. It is from there your help will come. Love, tenderness, tenacity, courage, honor, duty. These are my prayers for you. Have fun. I love you. God bless you. Uh-oh. Now it's the auntie. Are we ready for this? Are you ready? Oh, here, let's get this. She's being blown about a bit.
Sorry, it was just
Thank you, Ellen.
distracting. I know.
Gives me a minute. Okay, you're first. Remember to speak up, darlings. I, Michael David,
I, Michael David,
take you, Clare Catherine,
take you, Clare Catherine,
to be my wife.
to be my wife.
I promise,
I promise,
before these witnesses,
before these witnesses,
to be your loving and faithful husband,
to be your loving and faithful husband,
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
in sickness and in health,
for sickness and in health,
to honor and cherish
to honor and cherish
all the days of my life.
all the days of my life.
Next. I, Clare Catherine,
I, Clare Catherine,
take you, Michael David,
take you, Michael David,
to be my husband.
to be my husband.
I promise,
I promise,
before these witnesses,
before these witnesses,
to be your loving and faithful wife,
to be your loving and faithful wife,
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to honor and to cherish
to honor and to cherish
all the days of my life.
all the days of my life.
Wonderful. Rings, please. We need a hanky for you, too. You and I should have shared one. Your wedding rings are enduring symbols of the pledges you have made to each other and of your responsibility to honor each other by honoring your promises. Let these rings be signs to you that love has a past, a present, and a future through you and within you. Michael, you get to take the beautiful little one. Clare, I give you this ring
Clare, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love,
as a symbol of my love,
my faith in our strength together,
my faith and our strength together,
and my covenant
in my covenant
to learn and grow with you.
to learn and grow with you.
All right, darling. Michael, I give you this ring
Michael, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love,
as a symbol of my love,
my faith in our strength together,
my faith and our strength together,
and my covenant to learn
and my covenant to learn
and grow with you.
and grow with you.
Clare and Michael, we have heard your promises to share your lives in marriage. We recognize and respect the vows you have made here this day before each one of us as your witnesses. In the honesty and sincerity of what you have said and done here today, in accordance with the laws of the state of Colorado, it is my honor and delight to declare you henceforth as husband and wife. You may kiss your bride. Yes. Yahoo! Now may the love that has brought you together continue to grow and enrich your lives. May you meet with courage the problems that arise to challenge you, and may your relationship always be one of love and trust. May the happiness you share today be with you always, and may every word you have pledged here be a living truth in your lives. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Clare and Michael Reardon.
We did it.
I think it'll be okay.
Wait.
Oh. We did it. You look amazing. So beautiful.
Thank you. You look good too.